Hey, shut up now.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be talking about the harsh realities of grade 11. So for those of you that do not know, I am a matric student of 2024 and I am currently taking an unplanned gap year. And I'm making this video because there are a lot of things that I hadn't known in grade 11 that I wish I had known that would affect and have a big influence on the reasons why I'm taking a gap year. Mind you, this isn't something I chose, this is unplanned. The plan was for me to attend university in 2025, but I am currently taking a gap year because of the mistakes I made in grade 11. Firstly, and most importantly, do not underestimate grade 11. Yes, there was a big jump from grade 9 to grade 10, but then thinking that grade 11 will be a breeze is not going to help you. Grade 11 basically sets you and preps you for grade 12 because there are a lot of topics in grade 11 that you will need in grade 12 that they will not repeat in grade 12. So you're thinking, oh, okay, let me just pass grade 11 and then grade 12 I will push. It's not going to help you. That's actually one of the main reasons why I'm still at home, because I underestimated grade 11 because I thought I would make it in grade 12. But just as much as grade 12 is important, grade 11 is also as important. So you have to go in with that mentality of, okay, grade 11 is important and it actually defines the rest of my future or the rest of my timeline as to how I want my life to go. Secondly, when you're in grade 11, now is the time to change your subjects. If you can change your subjects now, do it, because once you don't change your subjects and once you stick to the subjects that you have, that is what you'll be writing on in matric. So if you want to drop physics, if you want to drop bio, drop it now, or else you will have to push it, or you'll have to go through with it in grade 12 and write about it. So the biggest mistake I made was thinking that I would go into medicine, but then I later changed my mind and decided that I wanted to go into law. So I could have dropped physics, I could have dropped bio, but I still took it. And that affected my grade 11 marks as well as my grade 12 marks. So if I could have gone backwards, I would have dropped bio and physics, because yes, it was okay. It wasn't a subject that I wholeheartedly enjoyed, but it was a subject that people kept telling me, oh, if you don't get into law, you can get into different aspects of career using physics and bio. But then if you take a subject that you do not enjoy and you do not understand, then drop it in grade 11 while you can. And my fourth point is, do not waste time in grade 11. I'm going to make a video on how to study for your June exams, but then this is just for after your June exams. So through the academic year, the June holidays is actually one of the longest holidays in your entire school career. So during that holiday, please rest. Rest is very important, because if you continuously study, you're going to burn out. And the time that you actually need your knowledge, you're not going to have it, because that's when you crash out, that's when you burn out. But just because you're relaxing and you're taking time for yourself in June, during the June holidays, does not mean you become lazy, does not mean that you waste time. Wherever you have an available time to do a certain topic that you do not understand, please go over it. If you can, try and do work that hasn't been done before. Try and do work that your teacher hasn't done. So in a sense, be ahead of your teacher so that you can understand, or you can have questions by the time you get back to school, and then you have more time to prep for the other stuff that you do not understand. For example, your English poems. There are videos on YouTube that give the poems that you will be tested on in school. So what you can do is that you can start preparing those notes, and then when you get to class, you can just add on. So by the time you get to term 3, term 4, you've already got your notes for English. So all you have to do is to skim through them. So instead of spending so much time remaking notes or writing new notes, you've taken some of your time in your June holiday to write down those notes, and now you have time to focus on other subjects. Now, my fifth point is one of or maybe the most important point of this entire video. In grade 11, term 1, 2, and 3 make up about 25% of your year mark. It's basically the same in matric. Matric, term 1, 2, and 3 make up 25% of your year mark. But term 4 is where you push the most because it counts 75. What I mean by that is, and this is an example that actually happened to me. Term 1, 2, and 3, I was getting 65 to 75 for physics and maths because I thought, oh, it's easy, the topics are okay. So then when it was time to get to term 4, I didn't put in as much effort. So when I got my term 4 marks, I got around a 40 to 45% for physics because I thought, okay, term 1, 2, and 3, I'm okay, I'm secure. But then term 4 counts 75%. So basically, I failed some of my grade 11 physics papers. So then when my APS score came, the physics mark and my maths mark dropped my APS score tremendously because I thought, okay, I've got term 1, I've got term 2, and I've got term 3 in the bag, so term 4 is okay. But what my teachers didn't tell me is that you can fail term 1, 2, 3, and then you can pass tremendously in term 4. What matters is term 4. The mark that you get in term 4 basically determines the outcome of your grade 11 mark and your APS score. So if you haven't or you have not done well in term 1, 2, and 3, or you don't do well in your June exams, it's not over. It's not the end of the world. Term 4 is the term that counts the most. It's the term that basically determines your entire APS score. So number 6 is basically something that you should do at the end of the year. So when you're done writing, when you've got your grade 11 marks and you've gotten your results, grade 11s, if you can, and I would highly, highly, highly recommend this, is that once you're done, find a grade 12 that is willing to give you their notes. So the notes that they made in grade 12 during the year. Find a grade 12 or a matric student who can give you their notes on the certain subjects that you take. Because when you get to grade 11, when you get to grade 12, it limits the amount of notes that you have to do. So instead of rewriting new notes in matric, you can basically use the former matric's notes and then you basically prepare for matric. So that means you have more time to focus on the necessary subjects and the necessary topics. So what I did was that I had a friend, she was actually the top student in her school, but we went to separate schools. But then the moment she finished matric, I asked her, hey, can you please give me your matric notes? Because what she was trying to do is, she was trying to get rid of all her matric notes, her past papers and everything. So she gave them to me and I had an entire pack. Like, it was huge. Like, actually, it was really, really big. But then she got all her notes on every single subject that she took, for maths, for physics, for bio, for chemistry, for English, for Afrikaans. Everything that she had, I already had. And you kind of see how they made their notes, and they actually shorten the amount of information that you have to retain and the amount of information that you have to know. And my 7th point is grade 11 is going to be a very stressful year. So during your December holidays, please take time to rest, take time to relax, take time to recuperate, and to just focus on yourself, because grade 12 is going to be grade 11 times 2. It's going to be intense. Now, grade 11, when you get your APS score and when you get your marks for your results and you're not happy with it, please relax, take a moment and breathe. Breathe, and then try and find a backup plan as to what you're going to do once you're done with grade 12. But if you do get your APS score, please remember to relax, because if you do not relax in your December holidays, you are not going to relax in matric. Matric is too much information to consume at a time in a short period of time. So grade 11, once you're done, look at your APS score. What's there is there. I don't want to say move on, but then there's nothing you can do to change it unless you want to repeat it. But now your focus is going to be on matric.